can electors really vote after the date of December 14th? Or in this case, they voted that day, but they weren't the real electors then. They only got to be made real electors later. There was more counting going on. I think the big answer probably is that we shouldn't be doing any of this, right? We shouldn't be counting after the electors vote. Once they vote, it should be done. You should resolve the election by then. But we opened up this little door to that precedent. The reason it became interesting this past election is there were several states where, in some cases, it was the Donald Trump electors who were on the losing side, in places like Pennsylvania, or even in a state like Arizona, where it was some other people, not the electors who were on the ballot, but some other people who supported Donald Trump, sort of voting on the day of the Electoral College meets on December 14th and sending in some results and saying, for the most part, hey, we're waiting, just like in Hawaii, that maybe some court or state legislature or the governor will say, no, actually Donald Trump won and we're the real electors. It didn't happen. Nobody actually sent anything about that. And interestingly, just a very small tidbit, the way when the Vice President Mike Pence was counting the vote, or was presiding over the counting of the vote, he had an interesting formulation, which was different from the past, saying, hey, we're going to read the votes of places that have certified their election. The state has actually said this is the set of electors, and not just this other group of people who say they're the electors and don't have any state sanction. So it's a complicated precedent. I somehow wish we'd never gone down that road. I wish it were a much clearer line that said, really, you do need to resolve the election by December 14th. I think that would be the better practice. We have this little crack in the door from that precedent, which some had referred to in this past election.